I bought a new steam mop. My old cheap Kogan, notice how it's standing up by itself? The handle and the cord holder broke really quickly. I can still use it, but it's awkward. And the thick pad doesn't get into corners very well. This one's new, so it took me some time to figure out how it works. I did some research before I bought it. And the biggest complaint seems to be that it doesn't stand up on its own. And I have to agree. It is super inconvenient to unplug it and move it around when it doesn't stand up on its own. But is it easier to use? So the Kogan has a manual dial that allows you to control how much steam it produces. I had to check the instructions a million times, but I eventually worked out how to pump the handle to increase the steam. And it eventually turned out to be a lot easier to use than I initially thought. So this is the first time I ever used the Shark Klik N Flip steamer. And I've tested it out a couple more times since then. So it's kind of hard to see here how well the Shark is cleaning the floor. And I have to admit, my floors aren't really that dirty. So for me, it's more about functionality. You can see here how the floor isn't getting that wet and how the steam is being evenly distributed across the pad. So I'm using the Kogan on the other half of the floor. And let's be real, it's an unfair fight. The mop still functions, but the handle's broken, so it's too short for me and it's just awkward. And the Kogan is about a quarter of the price of the Shark. I got the Shark half price in the Black Friday sales for $150. The Kogan was $70 or $80 about 4 years ago. If that's what you can afford, then it works fine. The Shark is more lightweight, it dries quicker, and you can get into the corners. The Kogan gets wetter and takes ages to dry, but at least you're mopping your floors. Happy mopping!